It still feels like there's COVID because actually the government just implemented this like COVID fall and winter program, so COVID prevention program, where we have to wear face masks in 8 kinds of public places. So actually, in terms of feeling like there's a COVID, the wearing a face mask part is still there, but obviously it's very necessary. And other than that, we get to do everything. We can go to the movie theater, we can go to restaurants. There's basically nothing that we're not allowed to do. It's not like we can't do gatherings or anything like that. And all the restaurants or like public places are actually pretty much, they listen to the government and they work with the people so that everybody gets to stay safe, during COVID. Everybody follows the rules pretty well. So if you get stopped by, say, like the public transportation or like store clerks at department stores, nobody would like fight to go in. Everybody would just like go to 7-Eleven to get a face mask if they didn't have one on hand. So everybody is pretty cooperative and no conflicts about face masks really happen. I feel extremely lucky because I can't imagine not being able to go anywhere, especially because I live in a big city and public transportation is like the only way I get to go around because I don't drive. I just take like the MRT, which is the metro system here, or I take buses. So I can't imagine not being able to go anywhere and just being stuck at home. It's just Taiwan is so normal, and I feel like we live in a bubble, and the whole world outside is like suffering with COVID. I feel really bad, but I think the government is doing a lot to help other countries as much as we can, and like we have basically actually a surplus of face masks within the country right now. You can get them anywhere, and we actually have this like face mask fashion going on, right? There's like cute pink or like, I don't know, jeans patterned, or just everything is so weird because I see people trying to get face masks all around the world, but in Taiwan it's like, oh, which one am I gonna wear today? Am I gonna wear the pink one, blue one, the green one? I have so many colors that I choose from wear for the day just to make my day fun, and like I compare it with my outfit so that I can go out in fashion, literally in a face mask. So I just feel extremely lucky and strange at the same time because we don't see the kind of suffering that I see on global news. I think it's definitely decreased since March because when the virus first started, everybody was panicking and definitely everybody had a face mask on. The mentality and thinking is really, really different. Everybody is really scared. And since Taiwanese people are really used to wearing face masks, even before the disease, it's like a thing in Asia because people cover their faces, say if they have pimples, they don't want to look bad in public, which I don't get why because nobody cares. But people have been wearing face masks as like sort of an etiquette, especially if you go to like hospitals or like clinics, people would automatically wear one. It's nothing strange or nothing that people are really against. So it has decreased since March, but I would say like maybe 7 out of 10 people you see on in public on the streets still wear face masks. And now you can't go anywhere without it anyway. Like the department stores are implementing the rules really strictly, and you can't go in if you don't have one. Department stores, ATVs, karaoke's, sorry, not a lot of people would know that probably. Karaoke's, movie theaters, anything like that, anything public, you have to wear one. I think we're doing well mainly because of this public understanding of how wearing a face mask, washing your hands, keeping yourself sanitized and disinfected anywhere as much as possible. The thinking is really strong, and the public is, I think most people are not as selfish as, say, like people in the States would probably be. People listen to the government, and so a lot of things get to be prevented. That's number one. So like we have a public consensus to try to prevent the disease together. Okay, and then another thing is the government is really diligent on trying to keep the public updated about whatever they're trying to do to prevent the disease. So border control is pretty important. Actually, we have been having a larger increase of cases, but they all come from the outside. I think mainly from Indonesia right now, because a lot of workers from Indonesia are coming in since they got their work visa and they want to get in. So the government is trying to adjust their rules with people coming in from the outside. Like you have to provide a PRC COVID test report saying that you're negative if you're coming into the country. However, people are concerned about these reports being authentic, or, you know, like what if people make fake reports? So they're still trying to figure out a standard to make sure that people are giving in the real stuff. So they always, I think the main point is just that they are quick and they act on their feet to see what they can change in their rules so that it can accommodate with the current situation as much as possible. But obviously the public still complains about whatever the government does, but I think they're trying their best to protect the people, and as long as the public consensus is still strong enough, I think we're still going to be the country that's probably doing the best throughout the world. Yeah. It's the flu season, and it's all of a sudden getting really cold, so a lot of people are like catching colds and catching flus. So I think the government had to like reinforce their rule to make sure that all of the efforts that were spent earlier, you know, doesn't just go into the trash because the winter season is here.